It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and the Colts coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
49, guys.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Defense for the Bills, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tervarius Moore. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Mack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to under pressure. They got him again. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here's Joseph Charlton now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play here for Buffalo.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Meanwhile, Winston's throws on target to Duvernay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll check this down to Hines. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Allen now on first down, dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Let's go,
and he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half here, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spot.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an... And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On third down, Winston looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there for the Bills. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go.
A big gain there for the Bills. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need him.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 99 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to 24. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On play action, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Marlon Mack now. Back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a real inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Jameis now on first down. He dumps this off to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And the Bills getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Winston. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Basham in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. To try again after the sack. Winston. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way down to 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there for... So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Winston. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play here for Buffalo.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. Yeah. To imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicked.